Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is Teacher It. Yeah, you Matium too. Okay. Um, I will record the video for you. Okay, so that you can watch it anytime that you want. Okay. This is Unit 2, right? But actually, for our topic, for our classroom, that should be our Unit 1. Okay, that should be our Unit 1, not Unit 2. Sure, that should be our Unit 1, and it's about statistics. So I'm gonna teach you this topic. Okay, it's a field of study that concern about the data, right? Concerns about the data. You have to put them together for what? For decision making, right? You need to make your judgment. You want to go for one option, and it includes any think about the data collection. So before you can do it, you have to get the information. You have to get the data. And when you have the data, you go for the analysis. Analysis is like you choose some data that you want. Okay, you take it in, you take it out, something like that, and you do some calculations. Presentation is like the graph. Okay, you put the data that you have into the graph, and then you present it out like when you present your project or something. Uh-huh. Interpretation. This one is like the translations. You know what? Like the translation. You change English to Thai. You change Thai to English. So interpretation is like you change your information. Oh, I'm sorry, a little bit sick. Okay. So interpretations, you change you change the data that you have into something about math. Okay, and I'm gonna teach you all. Okay, so this one is number one. Okay, that is analysis number two. Presentation is number three, and then interpretation, that is our number four. Okay, so we have four steps about the statistics. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's a something very long, right? Introduction to statistic. It's a in your life you hear a lot of words about statistics, right? Something like different contexts used to denote numerical facts. Okay, numerical. Maybe I tell you numerical is something about number. Okay, it's something about number, right? It's a something about like this shortest time for 200-meter sprint, like very fast, like somebody runs very fast and then they record it in a competitions. Okay, in competitions, something like the heaviest weight lift. Okay, somebody lift their weight. Okay, maybe in an Olympic, right? Maybe the number of students presented last week, the number of students who came to school last week, like that somebody were absent, like someone was absent, okay, but someone came to school, okay, and that is something we call scientific method. Right? It's about the data collection, right? You collect the distance, like for the sprint, like you collect the distance. For the weight lifting, you collect the weight in kilograms, like that. And this one, number of students, so you collect the data. It's like when the teacher comes to school, right? When the teacher sees you, then the teacher would just say, "Hey, we have some name check. Let us have the name check," like that, and he checks, okay, who is present, who is at home, okay, and after that, analysis, right? So maybe I think the best example would be this one, right? The sprint. So you have the distance, right? And then you have the time. So maybe you can do like something like conversions. You can find like the speed, right? Speed is distance divided by time, something like that. And then next one is that presentation. So maybe you want to use a graph, you want to use a linear graph to tell how fast those runner can run, something like that. Interpretation, you do some math, and then finally the data conclusion. Maybe you want to have some conclusions. Okay, that is the introduction. So let's get to the next thing. Let's get to the next thing, right? Okay. This one say lunchtime spending of 12 students. Okay, it's about lunchtime. I know you want to have lunch. Okay, but not now, not now. It is found that the amounts of money spent by the students are like that. Ooh. That's not you for sure. You spend more, I know. This is not you, not your class, right? And then we call this kind of data as the raw data, raw scores, or observed data. So when something is raw, it means it's really, really like fresh, really new. Nobody has ever touched it before like that. Raw. Yeah, you would say like raw chicken like that. It means like that chicken which is like date, you know, not even cooked. You cannot eat it. It's still raw like that. You know, right? So when the data is raw, it means you haven't done anything with it. You just have it, but you don't do anything with it. Okay, next one, right? This one we talk about the money, right? We talk about the money. So money is a good kid in 2/13. No, not that money. Okay, she's nice. Okay, money is nice. So this one is say the amounts of money are quantitative. Oh, when we talk about money, right? Quantitative means something about the number, something that then you can do math process. You can add, you can subtract like that. You can divide, you can multiply. So something quantitative. You can do those math operation, plus, minus, multiplying, divide. You can do those things, right? Okay. Next one, no, so it's a, we call the money like quantitative data. Okay, so you kind of get it, right? So next one, like it's like on the other hand, right? Some data are not quantitative, but they are qualitative, right? Such as like the gender, right? Such as like the gender, you know, right? A man or a woman, like a boy, a girl, like that. Yeah, so this kind of thing, like for gender, you cannot do math operation. But in Thailand, I see a lot of boy plus girl, right? Divide by two, and it becomes like a sweet boy something. Yeah. Okay, religion, Buddhism like that. Christians, you cannot do math operation with that. Like favorite sports, I like football and I like swimming too. So let's do like football plus swimming, and let's it's gonna become like you play football in the water. No, right? Something like this is not gonna happen. Like types of cat accommodation. This next one, like types of accommodation. This one is like the houses like condominiums. Yeah, somewhere you sleep somewhere, you stay with your mom, your dad, like that. So no math operation. So anything that we cannot do the math operation like this, we call them the qualitative. Okay, we call them the qualitative. Okay, it has just the quality but no numbers, no quantity. Yeah, I wish that you get it now, right? Okay, so what is next? What is next now? Yep, let me see a little bit. Okay, let me see it a little bit. Is it useful for you? Um, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so we can just move to the next page. Okay, number 2 is about the statistical method, right? Statistical method. So if you want to do it like a professional, right, you have to know the methods. So you will do it perfectly. Well, so what are those things, right? What are those things? Okay, so it's a statistical methods. Like what we do in statistics is actually scientific method. Aha. So if you are good at science, I think you will be good at statistics too, right? So it covers what? Like everything about like since the constructing the problems. I know. You can do it so good, right? This one, make a problem. Yeah, I asked you to be quiet. You make noise. I asked you to pay attention. You don't pay attention. I asked you, do you have any questions? You raise your hands. Wow, good, right? You raise your hand when I ask you, hey, what is your question? You say, teacher, can I go to the toilet? That's my problem, okay? And you are very good with this one. So that's constructing the problems. Next one, formulate questions. Oh, formulating questions, what is that? When you have a problem, this one means you think about the questions that you want to ask. Do you want to ask something? So next one, you know what you want to ask now, right? And all the questions need the answer, right? All the questions need the answer. So you need to find the answers for that. And before you can have the answers, you need to collect the data. You need to collect the numbers. You can do some math or something to get your answers. Next one, when you collect it, you analyze it, right? You know, like that. You like this number, you keep it. You don't like it, you throw it away, something like that. And then you present it in the graph, right? You present it using the bar chart, maybe the line chart, and then from those charts, you interpret it into your answer. You know what I mean, right? It's something like, okay, if that's a graph, let's say heart rate, something like that. Beep, 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 something like that. You know, right? When you see this kind of thing, you know that this man is still alive there, and then soon he's dead. Right? So this is like a kind of line graph, right? A kind of line graph. You present it with a graph, and then you interpret to your answer. Like, this guy is dead already. Yeah. Yeah. Raise in peace, man. Okay. So you kind of get it, right? So you kind of get it. So, okay, next one, right? Sorry. This topic, I have to talk a lot. Okay, I really have to talk a lot. So, okay, to collect the data now, it's if you are in the process of data collections, you want to collect some information, what can you do? Questionnaires. You make something on a paper, and then you give it to your friend. Maybe you know it, right? Maybe you can give it to any other people, right? It looks like a piece of paper, and it has something written there, like, do you like pop music? Yeah, I like it. Do you like math? Oh, I like it so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. No, that's a joke. It's not. It's not gonna happen. Actually, it's opposite. You hate math. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Like, so questionnaire is, I think you know it. Like, piece of paper, and then you have to word for it. Something. Next one is interview. Interview. You know interview, right? Maybe you see it on TV, right? Maybe somebody from the Korean pop boy band, something. He comes to Thailand, and then somebody just take him to the TV shows and then interviews him. He will just say something, blah, 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 or something in Korean. Nobody understand. But soon I know he would say like, ผมรักทุกคน something like that in Thai, and you would just like, scream about it. You know, but that's interview, so you want to get some information, right? This one, taste, ha ha ha. Like, if I want to know that you are good or not, I taste you with quizzes. I taste you with homework. I know I can get the data about you. And then this one is evaluation form, right? Maybe you know it. Like, at the end of the class, maybe some teachers will give you a piece of paper, and then you have to write, this teacher is good teacher. You take it. This teacher like, let you go on time, something. This teacher has a lot of homework. Any comments like that? So evaluation form is like a form that you have to fill in, something like a feedback, you know, feedback. This will happen like after, let's say, after this mathematics class with me. And then you tell me what you feel. We call it like evaluation. Now, it can be good or bad, okay? Okay, so you get your data now. And then, yeah, you will process them. So let's go next. You have your data now. So in your hand, now in your hand, you have this DATA, right? Data. Not this one, man. Not this one. Data is different, but it's good. But not now. This is in your hand, okay? You have the data. That's your hand, right? I'm gonna draw you in 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, damn. Maybe you are a frog. Look at your hand, man. So that's your hand. So you will use them. You will use them, okay? So let's see. Let's see. This one, by Fern. Example number 1. By Fern wanted to explore family's monthly phone bills. Okay. Therefore, she gathered all of the previous phone bills and made a table of data. Okay, you know a table, right? The table, it looks like that. It has like many boxes, okay, columns and row. Yeah, and then she analyzed and then concluded there. Okay, it has the titles here. The tables showing monthly phone bill charges of by Fern's family from July to December 2010. Oh, it's so long. This is 2019 now. Okay, maybe that one is a long time ago. Okay, and then she just write it down. Okay, in July like that, in August like this, in October, okay, goes down, right? December, come back to be higher again, something like that. And then that is 6 months. That is 6 months. So this is called the data collection, right? She collected from each month, right? Maybe start to talk with boyfriend. Boyfriend has a boyfriend. Talk a lot, so pays a lot. Next month, yeah, no boyfriend anymore, right? Boyfriend, bye-bye boyfriend, like no boyfriend, so talk less. This month, talk less. Talk with boyfriend is so sad, right? Somehow, and this month, she has a boyfriend again, something like that. She's happy, so she talks a lot. So you can see, right? Sometimes the number can shows like the feeling, right? Feeling of people. Let's go next. So next page. What is it now? Right? Let's say like by Fern conclude that her family spent at least something like I don't know, spend at least not at least, I'm sorry, the least amount, like spend the minimum, right? Spend the smallest number in October, right? If you want to see, you can go back, right? In October, 914 baht, that is the smallest, right? And then most in July, most is like max. She spent it maximum in July. So we go back. July. There, 1,900 something, right? So this is like the max. This, no, sorry, not this number. This one is the minimum. So you see, right? This is like something like simple step of like that data processing. You know the smallest, you know the biggest something. This is so easy, You understand it quickly, right? Yeah, then it just like talk about this thing, that thing, blah, 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 right? The phone bills were getting less expensive in the first 5 months of the second half of the year. So she say, you know, right? A year. In a year, you have the first like 6, right? You have, okay, if that is a year, so you have the first 6 and another second 6, right? The first 6 months start from January, right? So like your year start from January, your year ends in December, right? What is in the middle? May, June, like, so that one would be July and something, right? The second month, the second half starts in July. So she say this one, right? Less expensive in the first 5 months of their second half. So she doesn't talk about this, but she talks about this one. First month of the second half is here. So she talks about when we go back, right? Yeah, here, right? July, right? If you plot the graph, maximum is just there, right? And then it will just like go down to 1,200, go down a little bit, like 1,100, go down a little bit more to 900. Like you see, right? This is your line. So we just go down, 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 and then whoo, jump back to be a higher gain in December, something like that. So that is what she say. That is what she say. You know, the family spent 8,100 baht. Yeah, something like that. Easy, right? So now when we go, if we just want to talk about this situation in statistical method, right? So what is the problem of her, right? This is you know, somehow this is like science, right? So what's the problem? Monthly phone bill, she wants to analyze that. What is the data source? Where is the source of information that she gets from? So the phone invoices. Invoices is like the bills, okay? Okay, if you have AIS, if you have True Moves, if you have a DTAG like that, somebody will just send like in white is like a piece of paper. It's like a letter, you know, right? And it is sent to your home once a month like that. Okay, questions. How much was the phone bill each month? So she starts to have a question. She wants to get the answer. And then she goes data collection, taking notes from the document. So that is, you know, invoices is like the document. So she takes note this month, that month, this month. And then she goes type of data. Okay, those are in the bill, right? In the invoices, you have the money, right? The money she spent in baht. Okay, not dollars, not dollar. In baht, right? Spent in baht. So they are all about the numbers. So this is like quantitative data. Okay, data presentation. What is the presentation method that she is using, right? So it's a tabular presentation. Tabular is that table, right? Tabular is something about the table. So she has like two columns, chip, like that. Okay, this is not six pack. Okay, yeah, it's a tabular. Okay, and what is the interpretations? What is her interpretation, right? Interpretations. So from the table, she can change it to like a summary, you know, right? She described something is high, something is low, right? She described that it's lowest at this month. She described that it is higher at this month. And then she just described more like the first 5 months of second half, yeah, the year less expensive like that, like the graph that I draw for you. And then she can also find the average. Average is 1,350 baht a month. Okay, so average means like you do like this. Okay, maybe I write it easy for you. Like, let's say if I have one, I have two, I have number, let's say 6 like that. Okay, let's say like today I spend 1 baht, tomorrow I'd spend like 2 baht, and then the next day after tomorrow, something like that, I spend 6 baht. So to find the average, I just have to add all of them and then divide by the number of days, number of items. In that case, it's 3, right? So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9. So my 9 over 3, it's gonna be like 3. So that is my average. Okay, so average is the sum divided by the number of items. So you get it, right? So this number is like, if you use the money, you use the total of 9 baht, something like that. But if you want to use it like the same every day, so the average will tell you it's like if you use 3 baht, 3 baht, like every day, like 3 baht, 3 baht, you will spend 9 baht too, right? You would spend 9 baht too. Okay, so average is like the same money that you're gonna spend every day. Okay, decision making. Okay, what is her decision making? Maybe she would say, I'm gonna quit the school. I'm tired. Something, right? No. Okay, she doesn't give up, right? So she say, use the phone only when is necessary. When it is necessary, when it is important to reduce the phone bill. Okay, that is very, very smart judgment. Very good judgment. So this girl is really good, right? So how about you, right? If you pay a lot for the phone bills, you have to think of something like this too, okay? You have to think of something like this. Okay, so we go next page now. Example number 2. Who is this guy? Like Banyatan, okay? Banyatan was interested in the prices of the trees sold by, who is this guy? John, maybe John, okay? So he asked John for the prices of various trees, recorded the data, analyzed them, and present using the bar chart. This is called the bar chart, okay? This is called the bar chart. Bar chart has like the height, okay? The height of it. Can I make it smaller? Yep, but soon it will come back to be bigger. Okay, so you see this one, like price per branch of grafted plants, okay? Price per branch. Do you know the branch? What is the branch, right? So if you have a tree, right? The tree has that, I don't know, I'm very idiot with drawing, okay? And you have the leaves like that. The branch is that one. Branch is that like this. It's not the stem, right? This one is called the stem. The branch is just like that. It comes out of your tree. This is your tree, right? It comes out. This is the branch. Comes out of your tree, and then has the leaves there. This is the leaf. Shit, what is this, right? It looks very idiot, okay? But that is my branch, okay? That's why I'm a math teacher. So you know my secret now. If I go for drawing, then that's the end. Okay, that's the end of everything. Okay? That's the end of it. Okay, so here goes. This is like price per branches of grafted plant. Okay, and then it goes 10, 20, 30, something. Okay, so mango, it's just like this. If you look very quickly, okay, let's say you want to do it like that by fern, right? So you find a minimum, so you would see that minimum is here, right? Any other the other plants, this is minimum at we go back to the maybe about like 25 baht, okay, 25 baht. And if you analyze it like by fern, right, this is the tamarind. I think you know tamarind, right? Tamarind is not funny, you know, right? Makam. No, just I'm stupid. Okay, so tamarind is in Thai, it's makam. Okay, neem. What is neem? Oh, I have to find it. Okay, this is what I don't know too. I don't know too. What is neem? I have never seen. I have never seen and heard of a plant, a name of a plant like this too. But anyway, like they are the maximum of 50 baht something. Okay, okay. You know, I know you know this one like mango. Lime is that sour thing, right? Jackfruit is kanun. Okay, in Thai it's kanun. Yeah, so you see, right? So you can just go with the bar chart. You can just go with the table, whatever you want, right? Right? It's say like tamarind and neem were the most expensive plants. Yeah, of course, because that's the maximum, right? That's the maximum. And then if you read blah blah blah, yeah, it's saying like it is vary from 25 to 50, and then the tamarind and neem most expensive. Yeah, so vary means like starts from 25 and max at 50, something like that, and that's the most expensive something. Okay, so uh what is it now? John took care of trees. You're selling appropriate prices, something. Okay, so let's see. What's the problem, right? What's the problem of Mr. This guy, right? Panyaton. Panyaton. Who's Panyaton? Panna. Is it Pan? Oh no, Panyaton. Okay. So price of grafted tree. Yeah, that's a problem. He wants to know the prices. And then the data source, then he goes to ask Mr. Dom. Hey, Dom, what's up, dude? Like, can I ask you some question? Yeah, and then ask Dom, hey, how much is your trees? What's the price of your trees? And then he goes, questions. How much was each type of grafted plants? Yeah, how much was each type? He wants to know the price. Yeah, how much? Wants to know the price. Okay, in bar. And then data collection, interview. Yeah, interview goes like, hey, hello, what's up, John? My name is Itipon, and I want to know you. What's your name? Something like that. Interview him, get some information, and observe. Observe is like to look at your eyes, use your eyes, see the plants, see, go into the garden, and then look at the plants. Look at the plant. Hey, what's up, plant? Like something like that. Okay, type of data, all about numbers, so qualitative again, eh? Data presentations, bar chart. Present with a bar chart. It goes like up, down, and it looks like a bar. And then what he has, right, interpretation from the bar chart, he changes into something understandable, vary from 25 to 50 bar. 25 is the minimum, 50 is like the maximum, something like that, right? Something like that. He just used the min and max, right? And he say like tamarind, like this one. Makam. Yeah, a neem. I need to look in the Google Translate. I don't know what is neem, right? Most expensive. Yeah, most expensive. 50 baht. They are like 50 baht. They are 50 baht. Like decision making. What is that thing, right? He sees information and then he makes some decisions. He tell his friend and parents, okay, daddy, mommy, papa, mama, right? Friends, hey, dude, and teachers, teacher, you should buy this, something. Okay, so you should buy because they have reasonable price. Yeah, Mr. Tom has like reasonable prices. Okay, so that is the statistical process, right? Which that you should understand something now, right? So I still have some time, right? Exercise number 2.2, right? At your local grocery stores, like you survey the prices of 6 items with the questions created by yourself, complete the following form and present the data. Using the method of your choice. Oh, easy. Analyze and interpret. Oh, this is the thing that I want you to do in the class. Okay, I want you to do in the class. We're gonna do it in the class. Okay, we're gonna do it in the class. Okay. So I will see you in the class in like half an hour, maybe. I don't know. See you guys. I'll see you. Yay, teacher Ed. This is teacher Ed. Okay, bye-bye. See you.